Once upon a time, there were many stories. Human beings told their stories in order to make sense of the world they live in. We humans created languages in order to pass these stories to next generation. We lived in groups and societies because we believed in the same stories, and we fought wars because we disagreed with the other story. Human being thinks in stories rather than in facts, numbers, or equations. During the 20th century, three grand stories became very popular: the fascist story, the communist story, and the liberal story. The fascist story arose in Europe after World War I with the rise of dictators like Hitler. The communist story also envisioned an ideal political and economic system where individual people do not own land, factories, or machineries. Instead, the government provides all these things for the people. On the other hand, the liberal story valued liberty and power. Liberalism is a belief that people should have a lot of political and individual freedom. The story of United States, United Kingdom is a successful story of liberalism. Then we know what happened. During the Second World War and from late 1940s and late 1980s, the fascist story, the communist story, and the liberal story fought with each other, resulting in the victory of liberalism. The winner of this competition, liberalism, became the dominant guide to the human past and became the manual for the future of the world. But soon, in the advent of 21st century, the story of liberalism is facing challenges. It is struggling to understand the changes brought by technology and innovation. The emerging technologies like internet, blockchain, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data algorithms has totally disrupted our way of life. We have information at the tip of our fingers. Finance is digitized, decentralized, democratized. Even more importantly, the twin revolutions in information technology and biotechnology would restructure not just economies and societies, but our very bodies and minds. We've heard about scientific research providing evidence to stop aging, 3D printing our body organs, lab-grown meat, connecting brains on our computer, and many more. These are some of the examples of technological revolution and disruption. Nobody knows exactly what the consequences of this will be in our lives, but one thing is sure: the liberal story does not make sense right now. The liberal story was the story of ordinary people. Can it remain relevant in the world of cyborgs and artificial intelligence? We are far from reaching any consensus to these questions. Could liberalism reinvent itself yet again? We don't know. But before exploring potential solutions, we need to better grasp the challenges technology poses in the construct of our society. Most people in the world are dimly aware of the light-speed technological innovation and its potential impact on our lives and society. I'm not going to conclude by saying that technology is all going to be bad and we're heading for a dystopian future like in the movie Terminator or The Matrix, but in general there may be two scenarios: positive and negative, or optimistic and pessimistic. We might be able to use technology to solve all our problems or make them worse. We might be able to use technology to connect people or divide them. We might be able to use innovations for the benefit of humanity or for the destruction. We might be able to use technology to create a perfect democracy or a fearful dictatorship. We don't know. So the next decades might therefore be characterized by intense soul searching and by formulating new social and political models of incorporating technology and innovation in our day-to-day life. In conclusion, I can say this: if liberalism, nationalism, government, or religion or some old stories wants to save the world of year 2050, it will need not only to make sense of artificial intelligence, big data algorithms, and bioengineering, it will also need to incorporate them into a meaningful narrative, a new story that will make sense of the current world and create new vision for the human future.